Guys, today our topic is a vector. So what is a vector? Vector is a translation of 2 points from one side till the end of the second side, and making a straight line is called a vector. Like they could be written in the form of a column vectors. Just like in a column vector we have two variables. One variable is called x-axis and the second is called y-axis. Whatever moving from right to left or left to right is called x-axis, and whatever is going down to up or up to down is moving the along y-axis. That is called two notation, and we can write down in the form of a column, and the column vector can be written in the form of x and y, and this is called x-axis line and this is y-axis. And the vector, when you are showing any vector, that is a form of, if they say that there's a one vector is called a to b, and that's the direction, they will show the direction, what direction is going. So if we are writing down, this is a vector from a point to b point, and the direction could be like that way. If we have that direction, and that vector is called a vector, and we can write down on here, this is a one vector, and we can say that a b is a vector, and then it's called like that, it's a vector. If we change the direction, if we change that, just like we are going from one side to the another side, so obviously we are traveling a distance. Just like if we are standing here, that point, if we are moving from here to second point, then we are moving distance traveled from one point to the another one. If I got 5 meters we travel. If you are coming back from that distance from one side to that side, if you are changing direction, then the distance will be a negative. Why negative? If you are in here, this is, you know that it's from here to here is a 5 meter. If you are moving back, how many distance travel? Just like a 1 meter, for example. Then it means that whatever else left is 4 meter. If we are moving again little bit further down, it means that going to be like 2.5 meter left. If you are moving further down, so what's left is 0 meter left. You are standing from one point to another one, so same distance, and then you change the direction, it's mean the sign will be negative, whatever else you distance travel. So when you going back, the exactly the sign will be changed, different one. If you change the direction of that one, so that AB, this is going that direction, so we can say that that's a negative A vector. Sometimes we write down that thing, or just like that. These both are the same thing. We are traveling a distance, positive or negative, according to the line. If the direction is going further down, and they will be a positive, or is it going backwards, so it's going to be negative. Same as it is with the x-axis and the y-axis. If we're going up, they will be positive. If they're going down, they're going to be negative. If going in right side, they will be positive. If we are going to the left side, that will be a negative vector. So now we are substituting the values on a grid line, so that will more help. So if we draw a grid here, you will get the square grid paper in the exam, so then you can draw on there easily. So now this is the grid, and they will ask you, just like if you write down any questions, and then sometimes they giving us, and sometimes we have to find it. Just like if they gave us, if I write down any here, the vector is given, one vector is given from here, that direction, this is called AB. You can write down that vector has been given A. This is one vector is given, and second, if I write down here, that vector is given is B given, this direction is going, and another one we can draw anything like we'll write down in here. It's called C vector, and they are asking find out in the form of a column vector. Write down these A, B, C in the form of a column vectors. Now you can see in here in the first one, this is our first one. This is a point, first point, and this is the last point, and the direction going that side. So whenever you going that side, so this is our, you can draw in here, this is a point, this is along x-axis, and this is along y-axis. Anything, if this was the region point, if they are going to the right, that mean is positive x-axis. If we're going up, that mean is positive y-axis. If anything is going down, it means that's negative y-axis. If anything is going that side, that means is negative x-axis. So now in here, so we have to check how many boxes that is going to the right. So we can check in here, this is going, this is one box, this is two box towards right side. If we write down a vector A, then we can say that a vector A, how many going to the right in the column form? Two boxes. So we can write down 2, and the value will be positive. And how many will going up? 1 and 2. So 2 up, positive, positive. So A vector is that. Same as it is in B. Now you can see the direction is going from here to downwards. So this is going to along x-axis. How many boxes from here till here? So we can check in here. That is going 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. And how many boxes down? 1, 2, 3 boxes. So if we write down a vector B, how many boxes going backward? 4. How many on that side, left side? Left side there will be negative sign. How many going down? Is 3. So 3. So negative also. So now we need to find out vector C. They are saying how many boxes going is going down. So how many boxes going right? Only 1. How many down? 1, 2, 3. So in the form of a column vector, so we can write down how many going right is 1, positive. How many going down? 3 is negative in the form of a column vector. Whenever sometime they will provide some values, so you have to find out vectors or write down a vector in a grid form. So now if sometime they can change the vectors, how they can change, they will tell you, can you multiply a vector by a scale factor. Scale factor must be a same one, whatever else is a scale factor, you have to times by that vector with the same number on the top value and on the bottom value. Just like if we write down a scale factor, if I write down a scale factor, so scale factor is anything, if you have any vector x and y, the scale factor will multiply outside. If the scale factor is write down is 4, for example, then you have to multiply by 4 on both value. That will equal to 4 of x and 4 of y. And you know that what is the value of x and y according to the vector form. Now in here, if I write down, this is, for example, they were asking, if I remove that one and then go to the next one, so that will be more clear. So this is our grid. If I draw any vector, and then you have to find out. So vector is showing on here. This is a vector from this side to this side, and the direction has been given like that. And this is called vector A. And they were asking, can you find out a vector B with a scale factor? Just like if they are giving another vector and we have to find out a scale factor according to that. So now in here, what vector is showing in here? So A vector, you can see that in a column, how many x going right side? 1, 2, 3. How many going up is 2. And there is another one they will give us to find out a scale factor of that value, which should be more than that. If I draw another one, so that will more clear. Right, so if we draw in here, and this vector has been given, and the direction also has been given. Sometimes they give us a same direction, sometimes they give us a different direction. So now in here you can see there is a B vector, and what value has been given in here. So B vector, how many going to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many going up? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the common factor or scale factor of that one which can divide on both values similar? So you can see 2 is the common factor, can divide by 6, divide by 4 is 2. So scale factor is come out. So now you can see in here b vector is equal to 2 times what is that vector called is a vector. So we can write down a vector. So now you can see that b is a vector which is equal to 2 times vector a. So now you can again take the scale factor out from here. Sometimes they are changing direction. If they change direction, what you can do, if I write down anything in here, and they said that this is vector c vector. Now they are asking, can you find out the relation between a and c or b, like that. So what you can do in here, so now first of all we can write down c vector. So direction of a c vector is going that word, that side. If the vector of c is going that side, so we can write down in here. So from how many x going to the left? 6. So vector c is -6. And how many going down? 1, 2, 3, 4. A -4. So if you scale factor is negative value can come out, can you write down like that? Vector c is equal to -6/4. And you know that what is 6/4? This is equal to vector b. And you know that vector b is equal to 2 times of vector a. So now you can see that that is the relation between two vectors. A, B and C. So whenever they were asking, you can change the scale factor and then find out the values on a grid. So we are moving to our questions. They will tell you find out some vectors direction is a positive or negative when they are changing. As you know that when they change direction, so you can work out which is a negative or which is a positive, and which is a parallel or which is a not a parallel. So now in here you can see that when two vectors are in the same direction with the scale factor, then it's mean these vectors are a parallel one. Just like you can say that vector a is parallel to vector b, and vector b is also parallel to vector c. These are all are a parallel. So whatever else is the scale factor is different, that doesn't make any difference, because whenever is a constant value or any scale factor is multiplied by any vector and make it to the equal to the other one, so it's mean these are parallel in that direction. And one more thing, if I can write down in here, just like 2 is multiplied, we divide by then here, so you can see that half of 2 vector b is equal to a vector. So now you can rearrange these equation also. So first we will solve some questions, and then let's see, and then we can add and subtract two vectors as well. So we will do that one also. That's the question. AB vectors in this direction is given in the column form 3 minus 1, minus 3 minus 1. And secondly, BC is also given. BC vector is also given in that direction, which is 4 and 2. 4 and 2 also given. They are asking work out the column vector for 2BC. So you need to work out a column vector. That's the first part of that one. 2BC vector you need to find out. The second is saying 4AB. 4AB, and the third is saying minus 3BC. You need to find out these one. Now you can see in here the scale factor has been changed. So first of all we will try that one. So 2 BC, what is the vector of BC, which is 4 and 2? So that becomes 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4. So this is the answer. In here 4, what is the AB is minus 3 minus 1. Then multiply minus 12 minus 4. In here minus 3, 4 and 2. Scale factor change, so that becomes minus 12 minus 6. These are the answer of these ones. So now we are moving to another one. So adding vectors. So adding vectors, the vector must be given and you have to find out a vector in addition. So now we can see in here there is a vector A is given is 4 and 2. There is also second vector also given, is called 2 and 3, and they are asking find vector A plus B. There is an easy method, so I can draw a grid in here which will help you out also. This grid is also given, and then vector shows on there. So the vector is given like that. Sometimes like they already has been given. So if I write down in here and then another one more information is the vector A to B. Like this is like that is given AB, which is 4 and 2, and B to C vector, which is B vector is also given, which is 2 and 3. The third one, you need to find out vector A to C. A to C, then what does it mean? Then it means you are adding vector AB plus vector BC or vector A plus vector B. These are the form. So now we can draw these vectors on a grid and then work out how to find out through grid or without grid if they are given in there. So now in here, this is a vector A. This is A point, and you can see there's a going moveward. How many are there going? 4 and 2. Of right down is here we can draw in here. This is the first point. This is vector A. How many we are moving? 4 and 2 up. Both are positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 up. This is our vector AB is given. And this direction, and we can write down vector A. So secondly, they are asking 2 to the right and 3 up. 2 to the right and 3 up. So 2 to the right and 3 up. So let's see 2 to the right. So from B to C. So 1 and to the right, 3 up. 1, 2, 3. So this is a second vector is called C. So the direction you can see here, which is B vector. Now they are asking me to find out A and C, vector A and C from here till here. This vector we need to find out. A to C, which is A vector plus B vector. So first we will do in here, and then secondly we can write down exactly through there. So now in here you can see vector A is 4, 2 and add 2 and 3. As you know that in the column this is x axis and this is y. So x value will add in x and y value will add in y. So our total should be 6 and 5. So this is the vector of AC. Can you now find out from A till C how many should be 6 along x-axis and 5 up to the y-axis? Now in here you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you can see that this is along x-axis and this is along y-axis, and we got that point of that one. Now if they are asking, can you find out the CA, the direction change, CA need to find out. What does it mean? Whatever else you found it here, then you have to direction change, then sign will be negative in the bracket. So you can say that negative 6 and 5. This also has been changed in here. I hope you understand that one. So I will give you another example, and then our main topic gonna be vector geometry, which is gonna be the next topic. So first we will solve that one. Same as it is, if you need to, like the vector has been changed, it's come down, then what you have to do, just like in here they are giving a different value. For example, if I write down in here they have a change like if they give us a different value of that vector. If I write down in here, so let's see. So they're giving BD, so I'm changing now. So it's called DD is a D vector, we can write down. So D vector, then -1 and -2. So now we see they are negative. So what we need to do? -1 from here to here, going back, how many two going down? 2, 1 and 2. This is a vector. It's called D vector. And this is the direction, and this is called D vector. And now they are asking find out AD. And they're asking find out AD. How to find out AD? You have to find out A to D, which will be these two vectors gonna be added. So these two vectors gonna be added. So A vector plus D vector. Now in here you can see also in here. In here how many going towards from here to here? They are going A vector plus D vector, that direction. So only x-axis is no y, so y is 0. So let's see. A vector is 4, 2, and this vector is -1, -2. Adding 4 plus -1 and 2 -2. That becomes 3 and 0. So here you go. You can see 1, 2, 3 positive. So this is our also another one form of that one. So now I give you one more example, and then that topic gonna be complete. And then next topic will be a vector geometry. The vector has been given. A vector given is equal to 3 minus 4. B vector is given 1 and 5. And the C vector is given -2 and 2. And you have to find out question 1, A plus B and 2B minus C. Question 2 is A plus B plus C and the third one is 3A plus 2B. So these are the questions. So we will solve these ones in here. Now the first one, that's 2. What is the vector? B is 1 and 5. 1 and 5 minus C vector is -2 and 2. Right? So you can see in here, first multiply. So that becomes 2 and 10 minus -2 and 2. So don't ignore that negative sign. Negative times negative gives you positive. So 2 plus 2. So 10 negative positive negative. So answer is 4 and 8. This is the answer of that one. So secondly, they are asking A, B and C. So what is the A? 3 minus 4. What is the B? Is 1, 5. What is the C? Is minus 2 and 2. So x values will be added. So 3 add 1 minus 2, minus 4 plus 5 plus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 7 minus 4 is 3. This is that answer. And the last is 3a. So 3, what is the a value is? 3 and 4. And 2 of 1 and 5. So 3 times 3, 9, minus 12, plus 2 and 10. 9 plus 2, minus 12 plus 10, which is 11 and minus 2. These are the answers. So I hope you understand the basic vectors, how we can write down in the vector form, in the column form, how we can add, multiply, scale factor, draw on a grid paper, square paper. So, and then how to add, how to subtract, how we can changing their position, and so you can do some more practice at home, and I hope you like that video. Please write down your comments, and thank you.